boxing stream.
So this was the fourth round of action. The Caraballo, the southpaw, he's got the red gloves on. Jesus Martinez, 24-3, 12 KOs. Caraballo looked good earlier in the rounds. And Steve, you really like the way that he controls the ring and the way that he looks at it. He has that presence about him.
Well, first of all, I like his footwork and his alignment of his shoulders. He's not squared up. In a very good fundamental stance, and he leads everything off with a good, sharp right jab. He steps well with his punches, and again, like you said, controlling distance, doesn't step too far in. I see a lot of young fighters, it's a pet peeve of mine, who smother themselves and don't understand. You should be comfortable in operating in space. Now, as you look at his front foot, Beto, never gets too far in until he wants to get close and bang the body. Got real good discipline, though, in throwing his punches and making sure that he keeps that distance from the mid-range. And throughout the night, Beto, he showed a very good, hard, solid left hand over the top.
Halfway through the fourth round, it's scheduled for 8. Carlos.
If Martinez is able to extend this into the second half of the fight, matchmakers will tell you, we love the first round knockouts from a highlight perspective. From a developmental perspective, they want to see if guys can swim in deep waters.
Well, you get quality sparring, at least you should be getting quality sparring. You get good work, but until you can actually take that headgear off and transfer it to a ring on a professional stage, it's a different story.
Well, it's like what Barry Switzer one time told a lot of his backups that would score touchdowns when it's 50-0. Son, can you do it when the band's still playing? It's a totally different thing with 8-ounce gloves in front of a live audience where the bullets are live.
You see the wear on the face of Martinez, very game, 35-year-old Colombian. That professional resistance, you say, but that's a great term, because a fight like this for Caraballo, he's going to learn much more about what his limitations can be and what things he can exploit.
You know, you talk to any great fighter that had a championship-level career, whether it's Miguel Cotto, Oscar De La Hoya, they will tell you that the fights that were most instructive as they look back and were most valuable for their development are the ones they didn't look good, are the ones that were very, very tough, but they had to grind it through the late rounds.
Another solid round for the Puerto Rican Caraballo. We're done with 4. Put the ice on his back.
And the beat goes on for Caraballo here, dominating this action early. And there you see a bit of a rabbit punch as he cuffs the back of the head of Jesus Martinez. And Beto, Ryan Scalia checks in on Twitter. He notes Caraballo and Zorilla were teammates on the Puerto Rican national team. Viva.
Viva. So the amateur pedigree for Caraballo is out there. You see it. You see why Cotto signed him. You see why they like him.
He's solid.
Yeah.
He really is. Now, I don't know if his punching power is as good as his early record, 7 up, 7 down, really suggests. But from a technical standpoint, you just look at him. The way he steps with that jab, his stance, chin tucked in. I think it's been a very, very good, solid effort tonight.
Against a fighter who's not exactly giving him an easy target, Martinez.
In front.
All Carlos Caraballo here in Las Vegas. He's got the black with the red gloves. 22 years old. And at the age, Steve, you also start wondering about the punching power as he starts developing those man muscles.
Yeah, different guys will age differently, and we don't know exactly at what time he's going to reach his physical ceiling. But this much is clear. Caraballo punches solid. I don't know if he has the heavy hands of Miguel Cotto or the bone-rattling power of Cheeto Trinidad. But truth be told, very few guys do. I think at the very least, he's a very sharp puncher.
Precise with that left.
Oh, and that was a good left hand right off the rope. That may have stunned Martinez.
A little bit of body work. They've been telling Caraballo between rounds in his corner, start using the body. As Martinez finding himself on the ropes more.
Well, you get the sense he's starting to bend a little bit. Been very game, been very durable, but now you see Caraballo starting to really close in steadily with a lot of pressure and heavy-handedness.
That's another thing you want to see from young prospects, the way that they close fights. Seven 7-0, 7 KOs, Carlos Caraballo.
Another thing that's impressive about this young Puerto Rican, Beto, his pacing. He knows how to fight at a professional pace, because at the world-class level, if he develops that far, most of these fights, they're going to go into the back half. If he starts to become a 10, 12-round fighter, many of these fights are going to become more marathons than they are sprints.
Another solid round for Carlos Caraballo, the Puerto Rican, looking good in Las Vegas on the night of Munguia and Smith as they fight for the championship later on tonight.
Sube la cabecita, papi. Sube la cabecita. Tranquilo.
Stop bleeding, stop bleeding.
Porque usted no quiere que le ponga de eso. Oye.
Vamos a seguir con el ya. Ya está quedado. Vamos a quitarse.
And the fight has been stopped. Fight has been stopped. Russell Mora is waving it off. The fight has been stopped. And look at the highlights here.
Yeah, and this is why it was just a steady onslaught of professional acumen by Caraballo. It was sharp jabs, hard left hands, and an occasional right hook mixed into the body and head. And the humane thing was done in the Colombian's corner.
Yeah, but I don't think it was by the corner. Russell Mora was in there looking, and he waved it off. The referee, Russell Mora, has waved it off, and then he called the doctor in.
Martinez in the previous round really had started to show signs of giving in and being bent by the steady pressure of Caraballo. So yeah, it obviously, as they take the gloves off there of the young Puerto Rican, this fight is over. And Beto at 8-0, I think this kid should be on a prospect watch. He's one to look for.
For the first time in his career, Carlos Caraballo. Oh no, he did get the stoppage. I'm sorry, I thought this was the distance. I'm sorry, completely confused here. Carlos Caraballo gets a stoppage. He's now 8-0, 8 stoppages for his career. As Jesus Martinez was on his stool, the referee, Russell Mora, was in his corner. Martinez was telling him, yes, I can continue. The corner was saying yes. Russell Mora said no.
I actually like that call. Let's be very honest about it. This fight was a shutout. It was getting more lopsided. And as they say, let's live the fight another day.
So Carlos Caraballo, let's look at some of the highlights from this fight. It started off early. It was all Caraballo as he controlled Jesus Martinez.
Yeah, and Caraballo showed a good, solid, all-around skill set. Fast, quick, off the trigger, technical acumen, fundamental grounding, and he just looked like a pro fighter. I think that's really impressive, though, Beto. His control of spacing. He knows when to be close, when he wants to go to the body, but when he wants to wing those long, straight left hands, gives himself space just like that. And another thing, his footwork is very, very solid. I think balance is one thing. It's not talked about enough, but he seems to have very good balance. And this is a fighter that I think we need to